Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the first video of 2022. Insane that we're in a new year, and it's so funny because I feel like now the holidays are over, January comes around and it feels like the longest month ever. But I thought it would be a really great idea to just sit down together, you and I, grab your drink, you already know I have my iced coffee, and sort of just put together some of our 2022 goals. Now, I won't say resolution. I know a lot of people do resolutions and then they kind of just like stay in January. No one kind of like continues it. Like we're all super motivated in January and yeah, we're gonna do this year. And then it's like May, June, August, and it's like, what resolutions? I don't remember. So what I do want to be able to do is just put together goals. I find for myself that I work very well when I see goals, when I like envision them, when I write them down, and I kind of just have them on my desk, on my fridge, or just somewhere where on a daily I can look at them and be able to work towards those goals. So I encourage you, grab a paper. I have my board right here where I'm just gonna be kind of just like talking things through about things that I want to be able to just work on this year. So grab yourself a notepad and let's get started on building some 2022 goals. Pretty much divided my goals into two categories. I have a beauty one, which is what I'll be talking about here, kind of just like what content and just what are things that I want to like use and you know along those lines. And then I have like my life category, and I think those are just more in general and more personal. So obviously what applies to me might not apply to you, or it might, who knows. Let's jump right in. So for beauty, the number one goal that I have for this year, whether I were to be creating content or not, is just to use up the makeup that I have. And I'm definitely just gonna write that. I think that's the number one thing that I want to work on this year. I buy, and then I just find that like my makeup is just chilling. I'm just like, I use the same product because it's just what's accessible, or it's just something that I know because I haven't tried all the different things. So I really want to just be able to use up makeup and really be able to dive in on what formulas, colors, textures, brands I really love, so that when I purchase future items, it's just not like, oh, this is what's trendy, or somebody used this and I want to purchase it because of that, but because I already know what I like and what formulas I like, and that way I can just shop smarter. So that is definitely going to be the number one beauty goal that I have for myself. And along those same lines, I think I'm going to add in there to shop less. Not to shop at all, but just to shop less. I feel like I can be very impulsive, and it's just like, oh, that looks so beautiful, or oh my God, I love how that looks on this person, and then it's just like buy, and then it's just sitting in my house. So I want to be more intentional with what I purchase. So I'm just gonna write shop less on my board, and this can apply to beauty, fashion, just pretty much everything. And I think once again, just using up what I already have will help me shop smarter. So I'm going to try and definitely use that aspect and perspective a lot more when it comes to shopping, and hopefully just stop buying and just being, once again, like I said, more intentional with what I have. Now, another beauty goal that I want to be able to do is just explore more and get more artsy and crafty. Like, I love the makeup aspect of it. I do love that it's to enhance your features, and it looks so beautiful, and you know, it can definitely like make you feel and look so much more confident. But I love the crafty side to it, and I definitely this year want to explore the more like artsy, editorial, fun, colorful liner type of aspect of the makeup. Not necessarily for like an everyday wear, because obviously we're not gonna be walking around with a rainbow on our lids on an everyday, but just to explore and play around and really push myself to see what I can create, and also just like what are things that I love to see and can also just recreate and create videos on here. So I definitely think I'm gonna add that in there. Now, of course, all my videos are not gonna be this way, but I feel like there's only so much you can do when it comes to like natural everyday glam looks. They kind of always look similar because it's just like your face and your features and complexion and like very minimal, but I also want to play around with, you know, some of those more like interesting and fun things to be able to look and create, to really just be able to tap into that artist side. So I'm very excited about that. And along those same lines, I would definitely just add in there learning new techniques and just learning in general, learning new tools and techniques and methods and different ways that different makeup artists are able to work on celebrity faces or brides or just freelance artists, learning different techniques and concepts and how things apply differently on different faces and the color theory and all of that good stuff, which once again goes beyond just like everyday makeup, but just really tapping into that like artist side and really just being able to learn. I think that is a huge goal, not just in beauty, not just in fashion, overall in life, just being able to continuously learn, especially about things that I'm very intrigued and interested about. So I definitely will include here, learn new techniques and methods. Another thing that I will add in there as well too is to explore new brands. I think that is definitely a big one this year that I want to be able to do. Of course, I will continue to talk about the brands that we find in Sephora and Ulta, just because it is accessible for the majority of people to be able to find, which is what makes them so popular and also just so attainable. So I'll definitely obviously be using those, but I want to also like discover smaller brands and like those more unique items, like for example these like water activated liners that I absolutely love, and these smaller brands that have some insane pigments and things like that. So I really want to take this year to just dive into like new products that I haven't heard a lot of people talking about, testing them out here, reviewing them, kind of just like trying them out on my skin so that you can see them, I can see them, and we can see if we like them. So that is so far the 5th goal that I have when it comes to beauty. Overall, when it comes to just as a creator, I definitely want to be more consistent. I think that that is like the biggest thing that I have been working on in all aspects of my entire life with so many different things. I have so many ideas, I get started on so many things, and then I'm just not consistent. I lose motivation one day and then it's just like, all right, like, you know, so I want to go into this year really with a consistent schedule and kind of just like really being able to create content for you guys. And honestly, I just enjoy sitting down and like talking to the camera and playing around with makeup. So I really want to be able to just keep that fun hobby-like aspect of it, but being consistent. So that's a huge one that I'm trying to work on. I know that I work well when I'm on a schedule, when I see things on a calendar, when I see things visually. So I am putting that as a goal for this year, to just be able to be consistent. So I believe that's pretty much it for right now. When it comes to like beauty and fashion, I think I'll move over now to lifestyle. And 2 that I've mentioned in the beauty that can apply over here is number 1, continuing to learn. And a big way that I learn is just asking questions, learning about how other people get where they are, their journey, what they love about what they do, what they don't love about what they do. And another huge thing too is doing research and reading. I have a ton of books that I purchased and I have not read. So that is actually another 2022 goal that I want to be able to do, is just really set time apart to read. Like just, you know, grab a book and read, whether it's a nonfiction, whether it's a book of psychology, whether it's a romance. Like I just want to be able to take some time to really read so that I can enrich my vocabulary and just exercise reading. I feel like that helps so much, and a lot of brilliant minds oftentimes always have their libraries and they read. So I think it's a great practice to be able to have, to just be able to exercise the mind. So I do want to be able to do that. Another huge one that I want to be able to go into, and I'm trying to see how I can look, or what perspective to go in with this to really be able to help me. It's more when it comes to fitness and health. So I feel like previous years I've looked at it the wrong way, which is why I give up so easily. And it's just like I want to be able to see, like visibly see my body changing or my body looking a specific way. And when I don't see those results, which oftentimes do take quite a while to get to it, I get discouraged and then I just stop, right? but the older I get, the more I see how important it is to feed your body the vitamins and nutrients that it needs, and to exercise, to just get moving. And I like, the gym and I are just like frenemies. We just don't do well together. Like, it looks at me like this and I look at it like this, but I definitely do want to just be more active. I was walking a ton. I would like jog here and there. I would go to the gym with my husband here and there, but I'm not consistent. So I do want to be able to work on just having that goal. And I think the biggest thing that I'm also just going to do is not really set like a particular schedule where it's like, go to the gym 5 times a week or do this or do that, because then when I don't go one day, I'm just like, all right, that's it. I didn't go 5 days this week. I'm done. I'll wait till next week. It's just going to be the mentality of like, do what you can, get moving and find a way to be active that's enjoyable to you. There's like so many different videos here on YouTube that I'm trying to like create a playlist where I can target, whether it's my lower body, my upper body, my arms, my abs, just being able to focus in on that, doing some stretches and just finding what works. So I would definitely encourage you to, if you're struggling like me, to be able to create some sort of like fitness routine. Just find what you love and take time out in your day to really dedicate to that. So that is definitely one thing that I want to work on, just being able to like really work out and just get my body pumping and moving. And along with that too would just be to stay hydrated. It's funny, these are things that like everyone knows, but it's so like, when you're not doing it religiously or it's not a habit, it's so hard to just do it. So it is something that I am putting as a goal, and it's just to stay hydrated and really, like I said, be able to just make sure that I'm giving my body what it needs, the vitamins, the nutrients and things like that. Being more mindful of what I eat, not necessarily like not eating anything, because Lord knows I love my meat, I love my carbs, I love my pasta, I love all those things, but all in moderation. And also just making sure that we have a well balanced diet or way of eating. So those are just like personal goals that I would set for this year. And honestly, the rest of it is just, I'm going with an open mind. I am excited for the new year, for every new year, every new day is an opportunity to be able to do something, to get up and just be able to bring something to the world. I am super thankful for where I am right now, and I cannot wait to see what this new year brings. So that pretty much is my board for right now. This is kind of what I just have here. I'll definitely like put this on a vision board, and as I go, just add things to it to just be able to like really keep on focusing on these things. Another huge thing that I actually want to add to my life one is just balancing priorities. I think it's a huge one that I want to be able to do. I am a remote worker, so working from home has really, it's been great, but it also brings its challenges when it comes to boundaries and like being able to set time for different things. So this year, a big goal of mine really is to just focus on being able to dedicate time to all my priorities. Work is a priority, but family is as well. Health is as well. My husband is as well. Faith and church are as well. So just being able to create a schedule or some sort of flow that really works is huge for me this year, because I can definitely attest to the unhealthy habits that can fall when you dedicate too much time to just one thing. You kind of just like abandon and neglect the others, and time continues to pass, and you look back and you'll just say, dang, I missed like a whole year of this person's life, or I didn't hang out this whole year because I was so dedicated to work or to this one thing. So I really want to go into this year really just like working on that balance of my time, of my energy, and really being able to spend time with the people that I love, and being able to also spend time doing the things that I love. I am so crafty. I am such a do-it-yourself girl. There's so many projects that I worked on before. I love to do my nails. I love to do my makeup. I love to get crafty. I love to paint. I love to create greeting cards. Like, there's so much that I love to do, and I feel like I have no time, but it's just mismanaged time. So I want to definitely work on that this year, in managing time to be able to do all these things. And I know that it's possible. It's just a matter of focusing and being able to be strategic with my time. So yeah, that is that. Well, this was great. I hope that this helped you kind of create some goals for the new year. And I'm excited in December of 2022 to go back and kind of see where I am along all of these different things, and how helpful and beneficial this is, and bringing this into the beginning of every new year. I hope that you guys have an amazing year. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to providing so much more content for you. Leave down in the comments down below what kind of videos you would want to see. Once again, I hope you guys have a healthy and blessed new year, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.